Sadamale, let's bring you into this conversation. You are a PPP consultant, and tell us how you have been able to collaborate with the Federal Ministry of Housing, in providing houses for Nigerians.
Okay, thank you. Just like the Honourable Minister has mentioned, the government realized very early on that the private sector needs to play a critical role in the delivery of housing for Nigerians, and that's why the private sector were able to mobilize very serious-minded, large-scale developers. Because the real issue here is when you look at the rental cost of rent, the real factor driving up rent is the lack of housing.
Yes.
That's within close proximity to the cities. So for us, developers had to come, apply to the ministry. We went through a normal process. And through that process now, we are talking about the Renewed Hope Cities, which is delivering 1,000 units in all 6 geopolitical zones and the FCT. And the more cities you create that in that manner would also lead to driving down the cost of rent, lowering the commute time between major cities and the various offices that they represent. These people work, Nigerians work. So for us, it's been cutting the red tape, ensuring easy access to facilitating land, cutting all the red tape that have to do with the approval process, ensure that we're able to get from titling to groundbreaking to construction in record time. Okay. All these are factors that cost a lot of money if developers were to embark on this venture on their own. But through the intervention of the Ministry of Housing, we've seen that time drop significantly, and then becomes more encouraging for the private sector to participate. And if you look at what the Honourable Minister has said, 70 billion vis-a-vis what the ministry's budget is, very soon we're going to see a trend where the private sector will even take a more prominent role in terms of taking leadership, ensuring that we can mobilize twice the capital that the annual budget can actually prepare for, so that Nigerians, and that's the real issue, if we don't have private sector investments in housing, there is no way we can drive down the housing deficit. The government has too many priorities in education, in health, to provide houses, which is a very capital-intensive program. So the private sector now coming in is a very significant difference that we've seen from what the previous administration housing policies used to look like. 70 billion is by no feet small in terms of the value, but it's still a drop in the ocean compared to where we need to get to in terms of providing houses for Nigerians.